Hello. Update on the hostas. So, once I originally got two hostas at $2 a piece from the Family Dollar. The ones that come with just the roots, bare root. And I was like, this is a year again. Got them in the beginning of the whole quarantine thing a couple months ago. Initially, I potted them up together in this pot, and initially they were, first couple days they were doing really great. Then the leaves started yellowing, so I started thinking, oh, I need to separate them out. So I separated them out, and everything kind of took a turn for the worse. I had them in the bathroom where they were getting a bunch of light, artificial light, for the majority of the day. But I took them out of the bathroom. I separated them out, and I put them in the kitchen, so they had a different location. That kind of made things worse because they went from having a bunch of light, even though the leaves were getting crispy and drying out, to getting a significantly reduced amount of light, and they didn't do so well. So I was trying different things. I was trying to change the light. I was trying to change the watering schedule. I kept this one in this pot. It's not really a pot, it's a tin, whatever. And I kept this in a different pot. This one is not doing too good. I took out the soil, both of them, because this one that had moved back to the bathroom, what was green, as you can see, had been dying off. There's a little green shoot coming out of it. Let me see if you can see. I don't want to. It's a little green shoot, and that seemed to have suddenly taken a turn for the worse. So I was like, I need to check out on the roots, see how they're doing, see if they're salvageable, whatever, etc. So I took out the soil, and I think I realized what the problem was. I'm really happy with this one. It's twofold. The primary issue with both is that I'm overwatering. These don't. I go off the surface, so the surface dries off relatively quick, but the bottom compacted. This doesn't have a hole. Yes, I know, but that works generally for most of my plants. With just a little rock layer at the bottom. It's not the case here. So obviously the best place would be for this to be outdoors, but again, the whole thing is trying to grow it indoors. So that said, I'm going to add more rocks, but the primary issue, especially with this one, is that it was compacted and I planted it too deep. So you see these white roots here. I only saw those as soon as I took out the soil. Apparently they were there. It's the root for this one especially. The root is still relatively healthy. I might have to trim back some of the paper roots at the end, but the roots are still relatively healthy for this one, even though it was watery, even though the top is not the best. But I think I'm gonna plant it here. I'm not gonna plant it here. That's my gut. I think I was covering. Really, I think I just had planted too deep, so I'm gonna try and plant this here. This one that was not in the bathroom, that was in the kitchen where it was getting less light, so the soil was a lot wetter. Again, I think it's still salvageable. Greenery non-existent. I'm going to bring them both and keep them both back in the bathroom, but if you can see the wetness on the towel, I'm going to let it dry out some before I do anything with it. The soil I have drying out. I'm just going to use the same soil. There's not really any pest issues or anything, but I'm actually really happy that the plant is still pushing on. I've put it through the ringer, changing its location, watering it so much, compacting the soil. So obviously it's not going to get as much soil, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to keep it in the bathroom where there's good humidity and, it's either an extreme of good humidity or like a lot of dryness. So there's always going to be light. So I'm going to try to keep that the thing. I'm going to try once this, again, another root is shooting up. So even though this one didn't look like anything was happening, it's still there. It's still fighting. So we're not done yet. I didn't want to just jump to another episode and all of a sudden it's like I'm explaining what episode, another video later on the line. I wanted to explain what was going on. So it was doing great, but I think that's my primary issue. I potted too deep, and then I compacted the soil too much, and I've let the soil become too waterlogged. My hand's a bit heavy with watering. Just need to have it in in a container with no drainage. So that's going to be the thing, and that's my update. Thanks for watching. Bye.